Hey everyone, I am just getting some stuff sorted. I'm just trying to sort out my volume. I can hear, I can't hear the game, which I normally can, and I'm just wondering why that is. So give me just 1 minute. There we go, it's all working now. So I'm again on my Pro Controller, Nintendo Switch 1, and I've started to do Metroid Prime Remastered, which came out, I think, last year. It's an amazing remaster of the original Metroid Prime game. Again, as I said, I'm doing games that are coming out on Switch 2, well, franchises that are coming out on Switch 2, to sort of build up hype. I've done some Mario Kart, some Super Mario Kart, and today I'm doing Metroid Prime Remastered as I start to build hype for Switch 2. And one of the things I'm building hype for is I have one now. Well, I don't have one obviously in the house, but I do have one pre-ordered. I was successful with my pre-order today. Let me just check the options. Yeah, I want the modern controls. Yeah, modern controls. I don't want Wiimote controls. That looks fine to me. So yeah, so as I was saying, I'll start a new game. Normal. I have a Switch 2 pre-order, so I had been really out of luck with all of the pre-orders in the UK that had already gone live by this point. So I'd missed out on Argos, Curry's, Game, Very, all of those places where they'd gone, Smiths even, and I had an invite wait list for Amazon, but I didn't get chosen for that, which is a shame. So my last hope today was the My Nintendo UK store. I met all the criteria as I mentioned in the thing this morning, the live I did this morning. I met all the criteria for that, but unfortunately I didn't get chosen for that either. And then I was very worriedly looking around to what I could do, and I even saw a Smith's toy store pre-order in a store in Bangor, Northern Ireland, that had some available. And I looked online, and flights to Bangor from Birmingham Airport, which is near where I live, were like £72. So I it didn't seem out of the question to travel to Northern Ireland to try and get a Switch. But then luckily, Smith's got another dump of stock for pre-orders at all stores in the UK, and I was very quick to grab one at my very local store in my hometown, and there we go, secured, happy. The only thing I'm really wanting, which I don't have pre-ordered yet, is a GameCube classic controller, which are currently locked behind the My Nintendo account thing, and because I don't have an invite, I don't have one of those yet. So that's something I'm going to have to wait for, unfortunately, I think. But generally, yeah, happy. I am going to have a Switch 2 with Mario Kart on release day, June the 5th. So less than 2 months now. I'll be playing and probably streaming Mario Kart World on here. So I'm very happy boy. So good stuff. And here we are, Metroid Prime. So the original release on the GameCube, I think it was like 2001, I want to say. I'm not sure, but it's the as I say, this is a remaster which looks incredible. Force field controls are offline, so this is where you use the different modes. The scan mode is so fun. The one thing that I did think about this when it showed on the Switch Nintendo Direct for Switch 1 recently is that the new one didn't display that well, particularly on the Switch. It looked a bit better on the Switch 2 because it was much sort of high fidelity, but the gameplay on the Switch 1 reveal looked very sort of basic, as if like you know, it was come on, it's 2025, why are we like, why has the gameplay not evolved? So I've what do I do now? Oh, there's ones up there. There we go. So yeah, I haven't played this for years. I played it a little bit when the remaster came out, but not that much. It is a fun game though. I like how isolated you feel in these games. So weird in the Metroid universe how you shoot doors to open them. Like, why doesn't doors just have buttons? The scan mode was such a cool idea though. It's such a good way of feeling like you're getting story, and it's still very Samus. I like the bits when like smoke and steam blows at your mask and you can see Samus in the inside of this mask. It's very atmospheric. Oops, anti-grav. Oh look, there's a weird bug thing here. Let's scan this. Oh, I can't even scan the bugs. Can I not scan the bugs? You think I'd be able to scan those, seeing as they're alive. Well, not alive, but you know what I mean. Organic. Those things have fallen on the floor now. Have those things scurried off though? Where are those bugs gone? That is worrying. Oh look, they're underneath the floor. Creepy. Giant creature. High levels of radiation detected. Morphology unknown. That's not good. Escape pod entrance. The vessel has been jettisoned. Space pirate. Death caused by severing of spinal cord. I like all these bits. Oh, I'm guessing we're going to have to fight one of these later. Just doing my scanning like a good scientist would do. Is Samus a scientist? Adventurer, bounty hunter, but she must have some scientific knowledge. Oh. Space pirate. Death caused by severe flame damage to exoskeleton. Not good. Oh, they've gone to the planet. Here we go. New creature has been downloaded onto logbook. Parasite. Ew. kill those. Oh, this one's still alive. Shall I put it out of its misery? Oh, it's been bitten lots. I'm guessing those parasites. I think I should put him out of his misery. Yeah. Oh, and there's some energy. And here we go. Got that energy. Let's carry on exploring then, eh, Samus? Charge beam. It's good at teaching you like all the controls and everything as usual with Metroid. So you've got all of these things, and in a bit Samus will lose access to all of them. So you start to build it all back up again. So if you're watching this later or when you join, let me know how you're doing with your Nintendo Switch 2 stuff. I was speaking to one of my friends earlier, Michael, and I think the Canadian pre-orders have stopped now due to the whole tariffs thing. So this is all hearsay and it might not be the case, but I do wonder if some of these, like the European stores, suddenly getting more pre-orders all of a sudden, maybe to do with potentially North American stock being reallocated, perhaps because they're not sure of the what the pricing is going to be like in some of these territories because of the tariffs. But it's a shame for Canada because they don't deserve to not get a new Nintendo system. Oh, okay, the Parasite Queens are going crazy. Let's get a map first, though. I love how the maps work in this game. So you get a it's like 3D, and then you can move them around. It was so atmospheric and a really cool way of doing it back in the day that felt very futuristic. And do you know that weird thing like in the Alien movies, how the tech looks futuristic and dated all at once? Back in my morph ball. Access to data, piece up in the hardware. Cool. I've also been out for a walk today, and I'm been rocking my Zara Pokemon bag. They do one with each of the 3 starters, so I've got the Charmander one today. They're quite cute. They're available on the Zara store right now if you want them. Okay. Now I've got the map in the little corner now. I've been in that room as well. Turn off the electricity so I don't get shocked. Oh no, I think I've just got to do it quick. I mean, the Switch 2 Metroid Prime is going to be running at 4K 120 frames per second, but sorry, 1080p 1080p and 120 frames per second, or 4K in 60 frames per second. But like, even so, I do think that this version of the game does look stellar, even if it is only running on a Switch 1. and by this point in the Switch's lifespan it was already quite underpowered. Just shows certain people like Monolith Soft in particular are really good at they didn't make this one, I think this was Retro and Nintendo, but getting the best out of the system. Oh, here's another one of those weird creatures, and one's broken out. Not good. Oh, that one's still alive as well. Both legs of the creature have been broken. I feel kind of sorry for him, but we do need Metroid Prime 2 and 3 remastered on Switch. That's right. I hope they do come, because it'd be great to play them all, especially because this control scheme on it is so much better. Sorry, I know it's not fun just watching me scan things, but I actually love like scanning the stuff. I'm just scanning doors now. One thing I really like about Metroid Prime, at the time I remembered a lot of the stuff were coming out saying that like it wasn't a first person shooter. I remember back in the day when it came out there was a lot of stuff about it, a lot of like, particularly in those like console war silliness, like that there wasn't a competitive multiplayer mode, and obviously they did bring that into other ones, but this Metroid Prime 1 didn't, and the selling point was like, this is a first person adventure, not a first person shooter, so FPA. And they've always kind of kept that vibe going forward. Oh shit, I need my missiles. Did I get it? Yeah, I got it. I will take that. I missed opportunities to scan things there as well, which is annoying. But it would have been dangerous. So someone's clearly been doing some terrible investigations. Zebes has fallen. Zebes, presumed dead, killed by the hunter clad in metal, is that me, or the subsequent destruction of our underground facilities. Our research frigates Orpheon, Syracuse and Vol Paragon were in orbit at 0 hour and managed to retreat. Frigate Orpheon is now docked at Vortex Outpost. Orpheon's cargo appears to have a 100% survival rate. Metroids are healthy, but on restricted feeding schedules due to uncertain supply status. We are ready to begin research on the Metroids and other life forms, other promising life forms. Security status remains at cold blue. No signs of pursuit from the hunter. Yeah, they're talking about me, because this follows up. This is. I forget where this comes in the timeline of Metroid, but I don't think it's, even though it's called Metroid Prime, I don't think it's the first one. Here we go. Got my scan of it now. That's all I wanted. Ooh, what's this? Creepy. Parasite larvae. Harmless unless in large numbers. I'm guessing I'm going to see them in large numbers. These are some of the things we're going to see when we get down to the planet, because spoilers, you then go onto the planet. More sort of weird experiments that have been going on. that thing in that machine dead? Oh yeah, no life readings. Does it come back alive though? I think it comes back alive. Elevator operational. I think I've scanned everything here. This is one of those things like when I mentioned the other day on one of the pre-recorded episodes that like where David goes very slow and it drives me mad, but I'm doing that now because I want to read everything. Okay, again, putting him out his misery, poor guy. Zoomer. I like how they've like modernized in this one, like because obviously people forget that this was the first Metroid game in 3D, so it's fun to see the classic villains, classic things from. Oh no, that's a shame. Why am I feeling sad for the space pirates? Yeah, it's fun to see the classic villains in. Sort of 3D for the first time. A bit like you forget because like this one came so later than like Mario and Link moving into 3D that like this is the first time that we got to see Samus and her world in 3D as well. And for us, it's again like Ocarina of Time and Mario 64. Like the developers knocked it out of the park first time really. When so many other things that go 3D kind of fail. I kind of do like the first Castlevania, the 3D Castlevania, Castlevania 64 as well, but there's a reason why they haven't really done many of those again. This is where they've been putting the mutagen into the thing. Life Form dead. I killed it. Ice Shriek Bat. Again, cool little lore things to make this world feel real. I like that. Yeah. He's dead as well. Caused by severe lacerations to the abdomen. Door open again. Where am I going? Platform active. Yeah, I can't get over how good this game looks. Like, sometimes when they do remasters, they are phoned in, but this one is really, really done well. More parasites. This is the thing where I think I have to use the gun. But first, let's kill these parasites. I have to... Oh, you just basically strafe really well and you can sort of avoid lots of fires in this. What am I doing now? Ball. Morph ball. we go. Ah, where are the things coming from? Ah. It is really sort of very atmospheric, which is a word of the day, to see all of these dead pirates and you realise, oh, hang on a minute, this is their place and they're all dead. So what good am I going to do? Well, actually, I'm going to do loads of good because I'm Samus, but still. So back in ball mode. And here we go again. Back in human mode. Large amounts of blood missing from the carcasses. That does not sound good. Heat signature. They have not been dead long. Oh, okay. This is where we get to the big first boss fight. And I will probably do terrible at it, and you'll all see it because I'm doing this live. So that thing that burst out of the tank from earlier, this is where it ended up. I remember this really well now because these things are barriers, so my things won't hurt it, but it also means it can't hurt me when those things are up. I like that the scanning here is really important because it helps you find the weak points. So Parasite Queen, parasitic female, genetically enhanced by unmowned meats. All that stuff they were pumping into it. A weak spot has been detected in the creature's mouth. Use your auto-targeting to acquire this new target. Scans indicate the presence of a potent mutagen, origins unknown. Creature exhibits the ability to fire weapons-grade blasts of energy from its mouth, a trait not present in the standard parasitic genome. It appears the pirates have begun a bioengineering program with considerable results. Telling me. So that is the kind of stuff that I was saying. Do some charge shots. I can sort of strafe a bit as well. I'm kind of doing better than I thought I was going to do. The auto aim does make it kind of easy, to admit. There you go, dead. Is it dead? Yeah, it's dead. Yay! Oh no, wait a bit, it's still alive. Oh no, it's going to blow up the base and now I've got to get out. In typical Metroid style, countdown, the place is going to blow up and everyone's going to die. I like these bits where you've got to just run. 6 minutes to get out. It would be really embarrassing if I don't get out in time because I'm too busy scanning things, but... Auto turret disabled. Oh my god, there's another one. It's dead as well. go this way? No? Oh, where am I going to go? Oh, back upstairs, I think. These were the swarms they warned me about. Ew. For 5 minutes to go. It's good to refill your health. Very useful how things keep blowing up to let me through. Oh. There we go. Get through. Three minutes 45 to go. I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna make it. Oh god, it's horrible. Three minutes to go. 3 minutes 18. Oh wow. Could do this quick. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. Here we go, done it. Through. Two minutes 40 seconds. Oh, charge. And now this is where you see Ridley. He's got like a weird mecha look in this. I think it's like Z something you press to do this. ZL. Done it. Get something on him before I go. Two minutes 20, come on, Samus, let's go. Turned off the auto turret. There you go, I think I've done it. But this is when I get blown up and lose all access to all of my stuff. Various suit malfunction, multiple malfunction, missile malfunction, charge beam malfunction, grapple beam malfunction, basically I've just got a normal gun and a scan mode. That's all I have left. Hope it's under warranty, Samus. You've got a minute left. One minute 30. Oh, is there anything to read on these? No. Here we go. I'm outside. The place is blowing up, but I am safe. And you chase him onto Talon 4. I think that's Talon 4, which is where this game takes place. Talos, something like that. And yeah, that's the first level of begin landing with. This is the first. That was the first level of Metroid Prime Remastered. Let me know if you want to see me play more of this, and I'll more than certainly book in some time with you guys to do it from another one of these live sessions. As I say, today was a good day. I got my Switch 2 pre-order. I want to hear about your pre-order stories, so get in touch over on the socials. So Pixel Perfect Pride, all one word, on Facebook, Instagram, Blue Sky, and I'm also here on YouTube with that handle, and also on Twitch. Remember to do all the YouTube things, like, subscribe, share, comment, ding that bell so you get notified when I'm going live. I'll try to do live sessions usually like very early in the morning, and also weekends and late afternoon, early evening. So yeah, and let me know what else you want to play. I'm going to continue to do sort of a Switch 2/1 sort of transition game, so stuff that's got a version of that franchise on the new system around the launch window. So I might try and do some Donkey Kong, I might try and do some more Mario Kart, I'll do some like Bravely Default, some other titles like that, more Metroid. So let me know what you want me to play as well, and I'll be sure to do that. So thank you for watching, thank you for joining, and for following along, and yeah, I'm enjoying doing this. So let me know what else you want to see, or what you want me to talk about. Again, I'm very Nintendo centric at the moment, but I will also be doing obviously some Xbox and PC, and also some PlayStation. Marvel Rivals, Emma Frost comes out. I don't know if you can see the stuff in my background, but there's lots of X-Men stuff in this room. X-Men is another massive thing that I'm into. So Emma Frost and the Hellfire Gala joining Marvel Rivals this week on the 11th is going to be massive for me. So you'll watch me make a fool of myself in Marvel Rivals. So great stuff. Again, like I said, Pixel Perfect Pride over here. Twitch, Instagram, Blue Sky, Facebook, and follow along and comment and interact, because it's great to talk to you. So speak to you later.